a few days ago, and this has been a pretty frequently asked question, and it's the red pill for religious guys. Being red pill does not mean you have to fuck like outside of marriage or have premarital sex. It just means that you get to choose, because there's no goodwill, there's no sort of flex in being an ugly virgin who's shit with girls, but then says, "No, I'm religious, so it doesn't matter. You know, I'm waiting till marriage." It's something that I've learned from Jordan Peterson, which is like, you shouldn't aim to be a harmless man, and the equivalent of that here is you shouldn't aim to be the kind of guy who can't get girls, which is the blue pill. You should be the type of guy who is dangerous but who can control it, which would be the red pill. You should be the guy that girls want to fuck, but you control it, right? When you really think about it, you don't actually want it to be in the woman's sort of area or her control, that she's thinking, nah, I don't really want to get with this guy. Nah, I don't want to get with this guy. Because it's easy. A lot of religious guys, I'm just going to be honest, and a lot of the non-religious guys will be smiling, nodding their heads, agreeing. A lot of religious guys are just fucking ugly and lazy, and they act like they don't care about girls. They do. It's just that when they get rejected, or when they slightly try and get head from a girl, which they say is okay, but it's not okay, or whatever, that's when they'll be like, yeah, but I'm religious, I'm waiting till marriage anyway. You need to cut the bullshit and understand you still want to fuck. Now, whether you fuck before marriage is your own thing, right? The point of the red pill is this golden rule right here. You can go over to this module, which is the next one, but this is one of the most important rules of the red pill, which is my rule, which is I just do what I want. So do what you want. That's the real red pill. If you want to fuck, then fuck. If you don't want to fuck, if you want to wait till marriage, then wait till marriage. But the choice should be yours. There's no flexing for the religious guy saying like, yep, I'm waiting till marriage, when most of the fucking guys who are saying that are ugly as fuck. When there's girls who want to fuck you and then you say no, then I'll respect you. But a lot of religious guys, they're quite like ungroomed little lazy little like not very ambitious guys, but it's easy for them to say, yeah, I'm not a degenerate, when no girls want to actually fuck them. So that's one major point, is the red pill gives you the option. It gives you the power to be like dangerous in the metaphor of Jordan Peterson, but then control it. That's what you actually should be going for. The red pill will get girls into you. Like, the red pill does not mean that you have to fuck these girls, you have to be a degenerate. The red pill just means that you start acting like the red pill alpha male who girls want to fuck, and then you have the choice. Now let's see how strong your faith is. Right? Now, a lot of the non-religious guys are probably like nodding, saying, finally someone's saying this, because a lot of religious guys do a lot of posturing, and I want to see how religious and how disciplined you are. Let's first have your 10 out of 10 bent over in front of you, and then let's see you say no to her. Then I'd respect you for following your faith, but not when you're like an ugly little 17, 18-year-old and there's no girls who are into you. It's easy for you to say, yep, I'm not a lustful guy, like, because no girls want to fuck you, right? So that's one major point. You can be religious and red pill. Being red pill and going through this course just means that you understand women. And a lot of religious guys I know are actually red pilled. In fact, the happiest religious guys I know are red pilled. And guess what? You know what's fucking brutal? Christian girls are red pilled. Even the one in her Instagram where she's got her whole bio about Jesus and a favorite quote from the Bible, and every Instagram reel is about her and Christ and you know, being a good girl and all this. Christian girls are red pilled. I met lots of Christian girls here, and this was last year when I was gonna fall for it, just like you guys, like a lot of the religious guys watching this would be. And so I met this group of Christian girls, and I was even saying to them, like, man, respect, you know, you guys literally go to church, you post about this, you're all like celibate as well. That's crazy. And I positioned myself as the sort of blue pill friend to them, because I was genuinely just like respecting them. I was like, that's fucking awesome. These are like, you know, they were all my age, 20s, whatever, attractive girls. And I was like, that's crazy that they're like modest and everything. But you know what? They weren't modest. That was the interesting thing. That's how I spotted that it was actually a lie, that like the Christian girls, the Muslim girls, they're actually lying. And I'm going to tell you how I spotted it. Because they weren't actually dressing modestly. They were still wearing like bikinis in the pool, which I know sounds normal. It's like, you know, it's like swimwear in the pool. But you know, like their body was basically on show almost every day that I'd come to the gym. In the gym, they'd kind of wear normal clothes, but outside in the sort of recovery area and like the sort of pool and sauna. They were just wearing like, just bikinis and stuff, which might be normal. But to me, I was thinking like, nah, you're not as modest as you're making it out to be. If like there's that much fabric over your titties and, your pussy's covered by only that much, right? It's like that you could wear a different kind of swimsuit, which a lot of Muslim girls might do. But anyway, look. So I thought that, and then one day I ended up like overhearing them talking about dating, and I met this guy and that guy, and I was like, holy shit, I've heard of this before, where like the religious girls are still whores, and I like it's happened to me, and I'll tell you a few other stories more about Muslims in a second. But I was like, yeah, fuck it, why am I pretending to be blue pill? If some of these girls are fucking, then like it's not a good thing that I'm not fucking them. Fuck it, I'm gonna try. So I messaged one of them. And I say to her, like, oh, yeah, let's hang out today. I literally said that. Let's just hang out today because I wanted to see because I knew she didn't drink as well. And she's down. Okay, I'm going to go pick her up on the bike. And straight away, the moment when we're texting, it's like I already knew we were going to fuck. And when I see her there, I can just tell she wants to fuck me. She gets onto the back of my motorbike, and the first thing she does is like put her arms around me and starts like fucking feeling my abs. And she's like, I've been thinking about your muscles since you first came over to us. I've been waiting for this. I swear to God. Gets her hand, starts moving it down, starts like grabbing my fucking cock. I bring her back to my place, and she was fucking amazing in bed. Now, she said to me that she had been celibate for the last few months, whatever, but she was fucking amazing in bed. And she's talking about, oh yeah, I used to be on OnlyFans, and then I stopped it when I found Jesus Christ and everything. And we did some like pretty freaky shit. But the thing I remember the most was like, there's some graphic detail here, so you can skip forward 20 seconds if you want, if you don't want to hear it. Bro, she fucking splashed everywhere. Like, this is the thing I remember most. I had her bent over like on my couch, like which is about I don't know, like 2 meters away from my TV. And whilst we were fucking, bro, like she was so wet that like splashes of her fucking like wetness was going all over me. Like I was feeling that happens a lot because I fuck really hard. But afterwards, when we looked back, there were splashes on the fucking TV. Like it traveled like fucking 2 meters. Like that's what I remembered the most, which I know sounds like insane or something, but that's happened like before with like multiple girls. Some girls are just awfully kind of wet. And then when you add like, when you look at this fucking size of me and everything, when you add like my type of fucking rate, of course it's going to get messy. So that's what I remember. I remember it being fucking amazing, and like she was fucking good, right? And then she goes back to posting her Jesus Christ stories and her, celibacy stories and everything. And that's not the only, bro. I'm telling you, I've got a lot of friends who have said the exact same thing. The point with the lesson of this point is, don't you believe that just because you meet a Christian girl or a Muslim girl, and especially if she posts about it online, don't you believe that she's not red-pilled? I'm telling you, girls are naturally red-pilled, even religious girls. In fact, I've actually wrote here, we'll skip over to this point, if anything, I think religious girls are worse now, which sounds crazy. You know why? Because religious girls are used to hiding their red pill ways from their fathers. They know the truth about like lust and everything, right? So they hide it. Religious girls are fucking amazing at lying compared to the modern girl who's still great at lying, but who doesn't even try. Like normal girls, they'll openly talk about getting fucked. Open girls will openly tell you about their ex and this and this and this. And especially when you do the tactic that I've got in... I think it's the personality one. It's in one of these ones where I tell you like how to, it might be this one where I tell you like how to get the truth about like, if a woman's a hoe or not. I tell you this tactic, which is like, yeah, just act cool and pretend like you actually like hearing when a girl talks about, previous sexual partners. The normal girls will fall for that. Normal girls will literally tell you details about their ex and their sex life so that you can just think, okay, she's a red flag, I'm not going to take it seriously. Christian girls and religious girls, Muslim girls, they're actually not usually going to fall for it because they'll know that they'll get fucking like socially outcast if they're whores. So they often won't tell the truth to you and to the guy they're dating and even to their father. They'll often just be lying, pretending they're at their friend's place, whereas a lot of normal girls will openly tell their mother they're getting railed, they'll openly tell their friends and whatever. And so you can often get like the truth from a normal girl who's not religious way more than a religious girl. So, and you need to follow this. Don't add any extra points to a girl for being religious, including it on her social media, going to church, because all of these things I'm telling you right now, I have seen in girls that I've personally been with and friends of mine have been with. And you would think that this would make a woman high quality and blue pilled because, when a girl's religious, like, isn't it weird? Like, a girl being religious, she's trying to get some guy to just do the whole blue pill monogamy marriage thing. But these girls are still fucking. These girls, don't you fucking believe that religious girls are blue pilled? They're still red pilled. Religious girls are still fucking on the side. Even if they want to stay virgins, which is very rare, but even if they do, bro, I'm telling you right now that a lot of them are doing anal and they're just giving blowjobs, which is actually one of my first experiences with a Muslim girl was in university. And she literally said that, like, no, I'm a virgin, but I'll just give you head. So she came over, like, this Muslim girl, and she was like, bro, if I showed you a picture of this Muslim girl, you would not believe. And also she had this kind of like prestigious kind of vibe. She came over before our lecture, sucked me off, and then went over to the lecture afterwards with all of her friends, just like normal there. Maybe she told like her best friend what happened, but these girls are like, bro, they're not that, like, they're not blue pill. Don't you ever believe these religious girls are blue pill? Like, I have a friend of a friend, right? I'm not super close to him, but like, I have a friend of a friend. Basically, I was on a call with my friend, and he said that one of his friends, he went like, oh yeah, like, let's say his name is like Steven. It's not, but he says like, oh yeah, Steven loves fucking Muslim girls. He does it all the time. And I was like almost taken aback because like, you would believe that, like, Muslim girls, Christian girls, you couldn't ever talk about them in the way of like, oh, he loves fucking them, as if it's like easy to, but it fucking is. So the good boy, like the religious guys, when they see a religious girl, they step into that blue pill frame. But the red pill guys are still fucking these girls. Now, what does this mean? For the red pill guys, just keep going forward. You are fine. Okay, awesome. But for the really blue pill religious guys, especially more of the beta males who are watching this, please just like understand this, right? Being red pill does not mean that you don't have to follow your religion. You absolutely can be religious and still, follow your religion, practice your religion, but be red pilled. Being red pilled does not mean that you fuck a lot of girls. It just means that the girls want to fuck you. That's one thing. So you can and you should be red pilled and religious at the same time. But the other thing, just be very careful. Don't believe that just because you see a girl is religious or she tells you about Jesus Christ or whatever, that she's higher quality. Don't believe that. You would think that it makes sense, but I'm telling you, it's a scam. Religious girls these days are mostly frauds. Now, this doesn't mean that every religious girl you meet is a fraud, but in general, it's the same as, the normal girl who says like, yeah, I don't really go out. I just go out to the club to dance with my friends, not to get with guys. It's like this posturing thing. These are girls who go to the church. They post about it on social media. Don't you believe that this adds like extra points for them actually being the blue pill girl? Like, religion is often a cover up for these girls. So then it's like, it brings you down to like the scary moments of like, how the fuck do I meet my wife then? And yeah, that's the point of the red pill, is like, yeah, bro, I don't know how the fuck you're going to meet a girl who's not red pilled. In my entire life, I'm telling you right now, I have met 0 blue pill girls. Blue pill is like, okay, she genuinely is like, she genuinely, like, wants to be faithful with just the standard relationship. She hasn't fucked around. I've only, like, 100% of women I've ever met in my life are red pilled. So if you're watching this, the final thing I'm going to say is, bro, don't be a fucking self-sacrificing man. If you're watching this and you're religious, all of the fucking girls are red pilled. Women are naturally red pilled. Like not maybe even naturally, but they definitely are red pilled these days. But they all pretend to be the blue pill fairy tale, whatever. But these girls are all fucking. Don't you fucking like fall for the lies. So be careful out there, because the non-religious guys, they'll shrug their shoulders at this and be like, oh yeah, whatever. So like, they'll even smile thinking like, oh, sweet, so I can fuck some religious girls. It's not that hard. But the religious guys watching this are probably like, what the fuck? Like, Hamza's a fucking asshole. You'll take your anger out on me, even though it's not my fault, but you'll be thinking like, yeah, fuck's sake. Like, how the fuck do you meet a girl who's actually worthy of marriage then? And bro, when you find out, try and tell us, because I'm telling you right now, I have not found it. None of my high value friends have found it. So maybe you will be the secret guy who, you're a 5 out of 10 Muslim guy or Christian guy, and you say, yeah, the red pill's wrong. I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to be religious. Maybe you'll find it, but I'm telling you right now, every girl I've ever met in my life is like this. Every single one. To different extents, some girls are massive, massive hoes, and other girls are kind of like, a little bit more restrained. But every girl I've met is like, she's receptive to the red pill. Every single one. So just take that for what it comes. Go through the rest of the course And I don't want to see too many posts of people saying like, oh, or comments, especially of saying like, oh, you can't take this course if you're religious. You actually need to take this course if you're religious. Like a large part of being red pilled is understanding women. And if I didn't make this one module and these modules here, if you were religious, you would have just gotten fucked up by these girls. So you need to have this as your new identity. You are a red pilled religious guy. You're a red pilled Christian, red pilled Muslim. If you're not religious, well, obviously then you're not. But like, if you are religious, don't you believe that like you can't be red pilled? You absolutely can and you must.